everyone, my name is Chelsea, certified lactation specialist and mother of two. That's four. Oh well. Two. Here with you for another video about breastfeeding. I wanted to gear this channel specifically towards topics to make breastfeeding easier for moms, or at least to help moms know what to expect during their breastfeeding journey. I think that a lot of the issues that moms encounter are from misinformation or really unrealistic expectations, you know. So I wanted to make this video. As you can see from the title, this video is about the breast crawl, and some people are like, well, what the heck is that? The breast crawl is probably one of the best ways to prevent issues in the future with breastfeeding, and I'll tell you why. So the breast crawl is automatically embedded in your newborn. Like, they know what to do prior to us trying to wiggle them on or get to the boob or like doing some kind of crazy hold. And sometimes those things are necessary, but a lot of the times they aren't. I think as mothers, we tend to want to help because we see this brand new defenseless human and we want to get them to the breast as soon as possible. But what the breast crawl does is it allows mother and baby to build a breastfeeding relationship organically. So first of all, when we deliver our babies, we want immediate skin-to-skin contact with our baby. So that's avoiding, you know, the checking and measurements. If your baby weighs, you know, 8 pounds, 2 ounces at birth, them waiting an hour, them waiting and being skin to skin with you for as long as it takes for them to get up to the boob isn't going to allow them to drop. They're not going to drop weight all of a sudden. So we don't need to take their weight immediately. You know, they can do all of the assessments as long as the baby is healthy and they're not showing signs of distress. They can do all the assessments on your belly, right here, skin to skin with you. So don't be worried or leery of that. And it's just going to help them to come to temperature quickly, especially skin to skin with you. Your body has the ability to warm them up. And it takes the stress, you know, the medical super sterile portion of the birth away, because what we want is this natural transition from the womb to the world for baby and for you, mom, because you now have all of these hormones that are kicking into play. This can allow for better time for delayed cord clamping or cord cutting for you, since they are skin to skin with you, and you can wait until that cord stops pulsing while they're skin to skin. Typically during this time, if you're attempting to do the breast crawl and they're skin to skin with you, you don't necessarily have to start them up here on the breast. You can literally start them down low by your belly. Let them really get a grasp of what just happened, because this is a huge life event. Like, they've gone from like this nice, warm, comfortable place to this bright, sometimes loud, confusing, whole lot of smells. Like, their transition is just a little bit, you know, wavy to say the least. So by allowing them to really get calm and have that familiar warmth of mom on your belly, and to be able to still hear your heartbeat, to feel you, is super important. So eventually what will happen is baby will start showing those hunger cues. They'll start putting their hand to their mouth and putting their hand in their mouth, and a lot. I've seen lactation consultants do this. I've seen medical professionals do this. I've seen moms do this. They're like, oh, my baby's so hungry, let me get them to the breast right away. What we want is for baby to start using their feet to push up towards the breast. And you're like, no way. There's no way that this newborn baby is going to crawl. It will. He or she will. Just wait. Eventually they're going to start pushing up towards the breast for you and crawling from the lower belly to the upper breast. And they're going to choose the breast, whichever one they want to go towards. And that look on the mother's face when that happens is incredible, because especially even for me, because for the first time seeing it in office, it was like, oh, wow. So because my nursing experience is way different. So I was that mom who tried to get the baby to the breast right away because she was so hungry. She was an hour outside of the womb, even though she had the open Chelsea Express menu from coming into her from the umbilical cord. She was so hungry, right? But I was that mom who was like, oh, I got to get the baby to the breast. But to see baby make those motions towards the breast on their own is absolutely incredible. So eventually they'll start to move, and they'll pick a breast, either the right or the left. It doesn't really matter. And what you have on the ready is colostrum that your body started producing sometime in that second trimester. So baby will go up and over onto the breast, which is great because what we want is for baby to get a mouthful of breast. And what gravity allows in the breast crawl position, so when you're laid back, not flat on your back, we don't want you to be uncomfortable, but kind of at a comfortable angle, and the hospital beds allow this perfectly, and so do most normal beds if you're doing like a home birth, but be comfortable and allow baby to be up and over onto the breast versus, you know, underneath the breast in this cradle type position. And that way the latch is going to be less painful. Baby's going to be able to have an effective first feed, and you've just latched your baby without really doing anything but giving birth. Isn't that amazing? Like, mind blowing. So the breast crawl is an essential tool for new moms and for healthcare providers, doulas. Just allowing baby to do what they're biologically designed to do is one of those ways to prevent future problems. Now, of course, I mean, you can't lay down in the middle of a Starbucks, like, or McDonald's, or wherever you're going to be, or sometimes you can't even lay down at home. So this isn't a all the time position, but by learning to latch deeply and to latch fully onto the breast, you're going to teach your baby that this is how that I get the most milk. This is how I am comfortable. This is how, like, being belly to belly, skin to skin, this is where I'm most comfortable. And they're going to try to attempt that latch or to get that amount of breasts in their mouth all the time. So after the baby's done the breast crawl, that's probably when your medical professional, doula, midwife, whoever, well, doulas don't necessarily give birth, they support the mother and they support the father, another story, but that's when they're going to want to get baby's weight and things like that. For me personally, I did not do the breast crawl with my daughter, but I did do it with my son, and let me tell you, it was interesting because I had a birth photographer, a doula, and then I had an OBGYN, and then the nursing staff. The OB really took care of me. She wasn't really concerned about what I did. I could do whatever. She's like, whatever you want to do, that's fine as long as baby is healthy. But the nurses, they were like, okay, well, we have to take baby's temperature. Okay, well, we have to do this. Okay, well, we have to do that. And we have to pick and prod. And I'm like, And the beauty about this was that I had my doula that was like, oh, her birth wishes were XYZ. She wanted to do the breast crawl. She wanted to make sure the baby got the first latch. And then you can, you know, take baby and measure them and everything like that. And everything's fine. But where we have hospital staff, now, I don't want to say intrusive because they have a job to do. They want to do their job to the best of their ability. But we really want to make sure that the mother's wishes are fulfilled within their birth plan. And by doing this, we're creating this great bond with mom and baby. We are making sure the baby is able to nurse effectively. And we're softening the transition from the womb to the world, which is amazing. If you have any questions about the breast crawl, please let me know and I will answer them to the best of my ability. I've been breastfeeding now for over 3 years. because my daughter nursed for 22 months, and then not quite 3 years. I can't do math well. Almost 3 years. My daughter is 22 months, and I nursed her I nursed her for 22 months, and then my son has been nursing for almost 9 months. So I have a wealth of experience there. Like I said in the beginning of the video, certified lactation specialist. And I have a whole lot of hands-on experience working with clients. So if you have any questions, drop those down below. Please subscribe and share to any pregnant mama that you know that plans on breastfeeding. I want to get this information to anybody that wants to attempt breastfeeding, or if they have any questions, concerns about breastfeeding. I want them to be able to find a place where they can find accurate information. Thank you so much.